All right. Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, Enrique, for taking the time to meet with us today. Just a reminder for media to please enter your name in the chat if you have a question, along with your affiliation, and to please keep your lines muted unless you're asking a question. And first up is Rock Kubatko with MASNsports.com.
Hey, Enrique, congratulations, first of all. What was this whole experience like for you, waiting for your name to be called? Because Mike Elias had mentioned that because there was so much depth with college position players, if not for that, you probably would have even gone sooner than you did.
Yeah, I'm just it was a lot of emotions, especially for my family. You know, just being there, kind of just waiting, getting phone calls, trying to see what was going to be the best decision for me. That was probably the most stressful part of the night, but finally getting some clarity on what was going to happen. It was just a dream come true, something I've been waiting for a very long time. And I was just happy to be with my family and spend it with my loved ones.
Rich Dubroff, BaltimoreBaseball.com.
Yeah, hi, Enrique. Were the Orioles a consideration when you were thinking about what team might draft you? Did you think that there was a chance that they would draft you?
Honestly, I had no idea. If I'm being quite honest, there's a team I didn't speak too much on my process. Maybe my agent did, but for me, myself, I hadn't been in contact with them. So it definitely came as a shock, but it was meant to be. I am where I need to be. And I'm glad the Orioles gave me the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to getting to work with them.
Next up is Jake Rill, MLB.com.
Hey Enrique, saw in the video that you called Mike before he was able to call you. Is that because you were so excited?
That is true. When I saw the video on social media, I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. But my agent actually sent me over his number. So I took that as, hey, let me give him a call. So I just went ahead and dialed the phone and gave him a call.
Chris Harris, WSMV.
Hey, Enrique, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just wondering, so you are the 22nd first-round selection from Vanderbilt since Tim Corbin has been there. I'm curious, number one, have you talked to him since last night? And two, how do you feel just being at Vanderbilt and what you did there prepared you for this moment?
Yeah, I have talked to him, spoke to him last night, a brief text message. But I think it just shows the program's consistency over the years. You know, for 21, 22 years now, Coach Corbin has been there and the program has really taken off to the next level, has become elite, but then at the same time is maintaining that level, maintaining that standard for the program, and is showing year in and year out that we have guys at the top that can really compete with the best players in the country. And last year it was Spencer Jones, it was Kumar again for the second time. The year before it was Jack, and this year I got to put my name in that group of special players. So just from being from Vanderbilt and, you know, going back to the facility and seeing the wall and seeing all those names up there, it's very special. It's definitely everything I expected and more.
Luke Rolfinke, Vanderbilt Hustler.
Hey, Enrique. Given that you were a 3-year starter in the SEC, how do you think that level of competition prepared you to transition smoothly into professional baseball with the Orioles?
I think going to the next level is always an adjustment and always a change, and there's going to be new challenges for me, just like college was for me in the SEC. But I definitely think the experiences of playing under the Friday night lights, there's nothing like playing the SEC on a Friday night on the road. You know, if you can play in that, you can play through pretty much anything. If you could play in Omaha, it's the same thing. So it was just a collection of experiences that I would say never bad moments, always either good learning experiences, things that can help you gain experience and get better down the road. So I feel like that's where my experience is going to help lead and help me translate to the next part of my journey.
Jacob Meyer, Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Enrique. To follow up on that, obviously your freshman year at Vanderbilt, you had a really good year. How do you think you can adjust to pro ball? What did you maybe learn as a freshman at Vanderbilt that you can maybe carry over to being a new player in pro ball?
Well, the game is fast. The game is fast at every level. High school baseball definitely isn't anywhere near what college or professional baseball is. So it's an adjustment. There's always going to be a brief adjustment period. So I'm prepared to go in there, make sure that I do everything in my power to make sure I'm ready. But I also have experiences of struggles, failures, but I also do have the successes that were going to help me carry on and get to where I need to get. But I definitely think it's just kind of using my past experiences, reflecting on them, and helping them take me forward.
Danielle Allentuck, Baltimore Banner.
Hi, Enrique. I saw that you played with Kobe Meyer as a kid. What's your relationship like with him? And did you guys talk at all last night?
Yeah, my relationship with him, Kobe's is a good friend. I've known him since we were small. So for this to happen now and for us to be in the same organization is kind of something that's like full circle. You know, our dads talk all the time, and I may not talk to Kobe as much, but I know we're both busy people, but our dads keep in contact. So it's basically it's a great feeling. He reached out to me last night, and I saw the tweet of the picture of us when we were 11, and that was pretty cool. I definitely was happy to see that.
Next is Sean Stepner, WMAR.
Hey, Enrique, Sean from WMAR, ABC Baltimore. Congratulations. Hey, just wondering a couple things just for Orioles fans out there. Introduce yourself to them. Like, what are your strengths? And then also as a follow-up to that, what are your thoughts on the Orioles as a team, as a system? And I guess, like, how excited are you to join this system given their ability to develop prospects specifically recently?
Yeah, my name is Enrique Bradfield Jr., born in Hialeah, Florida, born and raised in the 305. I went to American Heritage, a high school loaded with baseball talent. Went to Vanderbilt. They're just getting a competitor, somebody who knows how to compete. My love for this game is definitely next level, and I feel like to have success at the professional level, it needs to be like that. You know, I'm always committed. I'm disciplined to get the job done. I know exactly how to process things and use my mind to be able to help me and figure out. So I have no concerns about going up to the next level and not having success. I've been able to adapt to every level I've ever been at and be able to produce. And I feel like this one's going to be no different. To your next question, I would definitely say, can you repeat that again for me?
Yeah, just your thoughts on joining the Orioles and, a farm system that has produced some pretty highly touted prospects over the last few years specifically.
I'm excited, watching the Orioles in the big leagues right now. They have a bunch of young guys out there who are playing really good baseball, really talented players, but they're all homegrown players. So the fact that the organization can really develop guys gives me a level of excitement for me to go in there and know that I'm going to get better every day and get to work. So that's probably the biggest thing for me.
Chris Harris.
Yeah, Enrique, you mentioned just how they develop prospects. I'm curious, last night you got a couple of congratulatory tweets from veterans like Cal Ripken and Adam Jones. Like, to see that, what does that mean for you to have those guys say something to you?
It's special, especially for guys like them to just congratulate a 21-year-old like me. And they've been legends. They're legends in the sport. Cal Ripken is somebody who has done something that nobody else has been able to do. And Adam Jones is a legend. I remember watching his highlights from the USA World Baseball Classic and him robbing home runs and making plays in center field. It's like, that's where I see myself being in a couple years at that level. So it was definitely special, and it's just a pretty cool feeling.
Jacob Meyer.
Enrique, what parts of your game over your 3 years at Vanderbilt do you think you improved the most, and what parts of your game do you think you can still grow and improve on moving forward?
I definitely got better on the bases. And going into college, I was pretty timid on the bases. I didn't know I was fast. I didn't know how to steal bases. So going to Vanderbilt helped me learn how to be a aggressive base runner and also a smart base runner. But really let my strength and my speed show on the bases. So I feel like that was probably the biggest way I got better at Vanderbilt over the 3 years, that and my defense. Offensively, I know I'm going to be able to adapt to the next level. Obviously, I didn't have the best year last year at Vanderbilt, but you can kind of you have to look at it with a grain of salt. I also was very unlucky. I hit the ball hard and just didn't find a hole. So I feel like going forward for me, I'm going to be fine. It's going to be an adjustment, but we'll be able to figure out from an organizational standpoint and from a personal standpoint as well.
All right, that is all the questions we have. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you again to Enrique and congratulations.
Thank you, guys.